Hey folks, so I wanted to make a quick video explaining the history of Zoovac, the mechanical clown on a stick. That's for two reasons. The first reason is obviously because I just came out with my new PCG, Zoovac, The Life and Times of a Clown on a Stick. The second reason is because of this guy, King Stickywacka. On my channel, I made available this document, this timeline of the PCG universe, and, in it there's a line where it says that, Zoovac, time traveling into the past, was, his design was copied and was used to create the future Zoovac. So, I said in that document that that particular thing is no longer canon, that it conflicts with my new game about Zoovac. So, he said that was said. He liked that. So, I said to him, alright, you know what? I'll tell you what. If you can make a PCG that reconciles that story with the story of Zoovac, The Life and Times of a Clown on a Stick, I'll make it canon. So he took me up on that challenge. He said, alright, give me 2 months and I'll do it. So I wanted to make this video, to give some context for Zoovac's whole history. So I'm just going to go through the timeline of Zoovac and show you where he's been. So the first thing in Zoovac's timeline is that back in the 1940s, the Nazis created a machine which is just called the Nazi machine. They tried to trade it to the Russians. That's a whole story. That is in one of Chris's games. The Nazi machine is a prototype for Zoovac. Fast forward to the 1990s, that's when Zoovac was created by the company. This first happened in Chris's games, and now I'm retelling that origin story in, my new game, Zoovac, Life and Times of a Clown on a Stick. So he was working for the company for a while, doing their, evil deeds or whatever. And then, Zach stole him and reprogrammed him to be good. And so he became one of Zach's main allies. He had a whole series of adventures with, that group. And many years later, Pierre and Ari, who were Zach's friends, they went on an adventure with Zoovac. They went into space. They were abducted by aliens. And they crash-landed on the planet Shri. They also accidentally sent Zoovac back in time by 1,000 years into the past of the planet Shri. So, Zoovac goes back in time 1,000 years, and he has an adventure with King Ginkis, who lived 1,000 years ago. And he helps Ginkis get back to his capital building, where he seals off the building for 1,000 years. Zoovac, meanwhile, was left on the planet Shri. He was taken by the evil Croden, who took over the planet. They were evil, so they reprogrammed Zoovac for evil purposes again. So, from that time, for the next 1,000 years, which brings us back to the present day, Zoovac has been evil. He's been working with the Croden and doing evil things. And the Croden, we know that because of Zoovac, the Croden reached out into space and contacted other evil organizations throughout the galaxy and formed an evil alliance with them. Now, the timeline is, 1,000 years ago, Zoovac crash lands on the planet Shri. Fast forward to the 1940s, the Nazi machine is created. Then fast forward to the 1990s, Zoovac proper is created. Right, so what we know is that Zoovac was, built at the company, created there, programmed there. So these guys really did, create him. We do also know that the Nazi machine was a prototype, but yeah, that's all. So that is the challenge for King Stickywacka. If he can find a way to reconcile the idea that, Zoovac's design was based on, his own design from 1,000 years ago. So, it is strongly implied in the Zoovac game that, this guy, that Dave programmed him and that, this other guy built him. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how King Stickywacka reconciles those two stories. But in any event, yeah, so that's all for now. Thanks for watching, folks. Oh, and by the way, you guys should definitely subscribe to King Stickywacka. He only has 3 subscribers, and I'm one of them, and we should change that. So yeah, thanks for watching.